Okay, guys, how you doing today? Welcome to this brief conversation I'm going to be having with Dr. Cosmos, and we are looking at why we want you to start a business in diaspora. Hoping to talk to particularly a lot of us who are, in diaspora. Myself and Dr. Cosmos have a conference in London 26th and 27th of August or July this month. And then in August 23 and 24, we have here in Houston, Texas. We just want to talk to you guys about why we're putting together such an event. What are some of the things we're really trying to push in our community? So as you're joining me, tell me your name and the city that you're joining me from. Okay, and that is very important. What's your name? What's your city? And it would be nice to get to know you better. It's important to get to know you, your name and the city you belong to. Okay, can we get to know you? Your name, your city, your name and your city. Anybody else? Okay. Let me see. Who else do we have here? We have Adekunle from Lagos. Okay, welcome Adekunle from Lagos. Who else do we have? Adekunle from Lagos. Who else do we have? Okay. Let me see if Dr. Cosmos is here. Tijani from Lagos. I'm seeing a lot of you from Lagos. Don't we have people from other parts of the world? Emmanuel from Abuja. Okay, we have Peter from Russia. Russia is here. CJK from Oyebanji from Lagos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else do we have? Yeah. How are you, sir? How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Steven, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's good to see you, and you look slimmer. What's going on, sir?
I thought I told you I've been on top of the mountains.
Yeah.
This is my this is my 23rd day. Mhm.
It's obvious. People can see it, and I'm like, I'm curious to ask you this question. So I see people like yourself, Doctor. I mean, Daddy Gio, still talking about fasting at this age. Is there a rule to? Is there a time to stop fasting as you age, or is it that once you have been used to it from young age, you can continue to older age? But some people will say if you're above certain age, maybe you should reduce fasting.
Um, that's a good one. I haven't given it a thought. Maybe I'll take time and find out from my doctor if there was anything. I knew I used to donate blood about 3 times or four en route. But when I turned 65, they told me not to come anymore. That I hit a limit and keep an impeccable record. So I did 3 times that year, but they stopped me. So it might also be the same with other things. I haven't really find out scientifically that there is, but we knew Joshua was at the age of 80 and told that when he was still as strong as if he was in his 40s. So
Mm,
I knew those people fast. Moses fasted for 40 days, 49. Elijah
mm,
did for 40 days, 49. Incidentally, there were no record how old any of those guys is, including Jesus and the rest of them that did it. So that is only Jesus will assume he did this in his 20s because he died at 33, or maybe in his 30s, So, and ministry here on earth maybe was 3 years. So, but the rest, we couldn't guess the years where they're able to do it. So, but it's not only that I started it at the tender age, but you need to keep consecration. You never get to a point you think God has become your colleague. So to come into his presence, you need to be in the mood that you can get him to hear you and when you say things. So if there are things that comes in your mind and you will have need to fasten, take for instance, you can fast yourself away out of your financial problem. You can fast yourself away out of a health situation. There are many things that fasting is a key. When Jesus said, I give you the keys to the kingdom, if it's not important, he wouldn't have be very specific and say, this type does not go out except by fasting and prayer. So if prayer does all of the things, so fasting for me is a spiritual energy, to a booster to your prayer to do something. Let me tell you, there is a mail with a guy. I did a transaction that tried to be funny, but I knew he made commitment to me in email. And I looked for this mail, searched for it for months. I couldn't find it. I said, okay, maybe I'm an old man. I got my daughter, my son, and tell them, please go after this, my third son. They went to the mail, traced everywhere, junk, this, that, and told me that such a mail never really come. Now, because this guy already has started acting funny, I said, could it have been that he recalled this mail? They looked and said, my system cannot allow you to recall the mail you sent to me. I said, Zia, and I'm not guessing. It was not in my head because I couldn't part with $2 million without having a clear commitment. They say it's not there. During this fasting by 2 a.m., the Holy Spirit woke me up and told me to go to my inbox and put proposal for business. Here the mail pop up. It was when I showed this to my kids, they were what is. So I've seen this. People have had me said I turned an investment of 2 billion naira and sold it for 14 billion in one day. This happened during my 40 days fast, one of my 40 days fast. So a lot of people see me, they envy me, but they are not willing to pay the price I'm ready to pay. And so you can't get the result. You just have to stay where you are and where, everybody wish to be successful, but it's predictable. There are laws that control those things. So if I'm not a Christian and I worship devil or I'm an idol worshiper, there are some ritual that I need to do to appease the God that I worship, or to appease some of the things that are in my house that I believe nonsense that cannot do anything. So, but we don't know, we don't value it, and only very close member of their family know. But we Christians are lazy. In average, my average mind that Christians are lazy. They just there are things God did for you when you become a Christian. because this journey we are making is the same thing with the children of Israel coming out of wilderness. But in the wilderness, God took care of them, provided them everything they require, and keep on telling them, when you get to Canaan, you see grapes that you can pack, all of the beautiful things that they told them. Once they enter Canaan, manna ceases. It is a time for management. If you're expecting a manna, you die. If you manage well, you live. Then the season change from manna to management. Now, into that land that they have arrived, that he promised them all of this, they have to all drove out the anarchists in their villages, the Jebusite, all of this. What did they require? War. Oh, we thought when we get here, we have peace of mind. We have left Egypt. We have crossed Jordan. We have gone through all of those things. This is a place of rest. No, that was the time the war began. And that's where many Christians make mistake. When they receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit, they think it's a resting place. It's time to cross their leg. The devil never came to Jesus until he was baptized by the Holy Spirit. And when that finished, Bible say clear, he was led into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. When you get there, you are going to meet 3 wide attack. That's what Jesus is tempted with. And every one of us are subjected the same thing. Woman, money, and popularity. You are going to go through all of them. So, if you are not willing to zip up, then you are not ready on the journey. Your appetite is going to be tested. Your power dream is going to be tested. A man with money, a man with power without character will be satanic. Because many of us have been praying for God to give us power. But God cannot give us power until we develop and build character. Do you think if I have power 20 years ago or 30, 40 years ago, I went to American embassy and they refused me visa, I would just tell the man to turn 7 times in that cage. He will turn around when he sit down and ask him, do you want to change your mind or you continue? Because I have power.
Yeah.
So that's why power corrupt. If you don't have the Holy Spirit, you can misuse power and they will destroy you. So these 3 things, many wealthy people or ordinary Christian, money can be a snare, whether you are a rich man or a poor man. Okay? So we need to really find the places of all of these things in the Bible, but with the guidance of the Holy Spirit and with the right key, every door will be open before you. That's what I know. I'm a living example of doors opening in people's life. I've seen God, not stories. I testified in different areas of my life. Things has happened that is left me in amazement. I only cry when I see how it happened, you know. But so I don't pray with my consecration. I don't pray. It's not just prayer. It's not just prayer. That's why many people make mistake and get frustrated with their prayers. Your prayer can frustrate you because if other things are not right and you just, live like a demon and expect God to be your houseboy under your thumbprint, that is an idol, because you are looking for God in your own image. God that will, he doesn't demand anything from you, but you just give him command and he's obeying you. It doesn't work like that. When we say he is Lord, it means he's our owner. We have no second thought coming. His will is our command. There's no but, no good attitude in it. What he tells you to do, you do.
You do.
Yeah. So that's it.
Come on, guys. Can we celebrate Dr. Cosmas? These are powerful secrets. And by the way, share this video, get more people to join us. And today's conversation, we've not even started the conversation. The whole place is on fire. You know, that's the power of 40-day fasting, I guess. But I want to ask one question before we get into today's conversation. The conversation today is why we want people in diaspora to start their business. As you begin your tour to London for the Business Growth Conference London, and then the one in Houston Business Growth Conference in the US, we want to start talking to our people in diaspora. But I wanted to ask, I've heard Cristiano Ronaldo doing this same thing. I don't know that you know him. He's one of the football legend where he donates blood on a regular basis. Is there a reason why? So, I mean, you are the second great person I'm hearing talking about donating blood. Is there a reason for that?
If I tell you there is any particular reason for it, I will say no. But it's when you understand that your bone marrows build blood very easily, and if blood built on you, the blood cells will die within a period of time. So it's kind of wasted. And you see people have accident, bleeding to death. The profit for me, because it's everything you do have profit. Fasting has profit. If I start sharing with you the health benefit of fasting, if you are hypertensive, do 21 days fasting without, just drink water. You will go off your medication.
Really?
You will go off your medication.
Wow.
Your blood pressure will read 120/80 all through the time.
Wow.
It doesn't.
Wow.
If you are diabetic, do the same thing. You see your blood sugar reduce, because the things we eat are part of the thing that put pressure on our system to pump blood and doing all of those things. All your system will normalize. You don't, because if you are fasting and empty stomach, you don't need to take any drug. Keep on checking them and see whether they go up or better. So if you maintain that same normal standard level of life, you go off that medication entirely, you are cured. So the benefit is enormous. You lose excess weight that you don't need. People only think they are going to die. It's only in your mind. These 21 days, I drank only water. Every day, I walk out for 1 hour, 20 minutes.
Wow. At 65.
Till today, I still walked out. This is my 23rd day.
But it's is it you? But you eat in the evening? Is that it?
No, I did 21 days, no food, no juice, only on water. At the end of 21 days, I drank clean soup. I ate first an apple. You never know the taste of apple until you fast, because by your tongue is corrupted with many things you have been eating. By this time, after 21 days, your tongue is so clean, you can eat food without salt, and it tastes good. You won't miss salt. It's corruption that you gave your tongue. You eat a baby food, it will be good in your mouth. As an adult. But then we start corrupting it after the fasting. So I took clean soup on the 21st day night, and fruits, 2 apples, and one bowl of grapes. That's it. Now the following day, I took Marmite and pap in the night. So now I'm going to be taking one apple. I'm going to be taking 1 meal for the next 19 days to complete the 40 days.
Okay. At 65, guys, come on. Am I the only one excited?
At 67, not 65. I'll be 67 in December 24.
Jesus. So at 67, that's serious. That's it. I mean, I won't be surprised if you're younger. You'll be okay, but at the age, it's really. Well, let's go to today's conversation. One of these days, we'll bring you back to talk of benefit of fasting and benefit of donating blood. I'm not sure you eventually landed on the benefit of the blood.
I believe when I donate blood, it's like to change the oil in your car. When you change it, you have fresh oil. So I live for that 40-something with fresh blood. So, and it does too many things for me. They won't take your blood without screening it. So if there are any disease, they will not take it. So you know the state of your health almost on a regular basis, because I go 3 times. Every quarter you can donate. I have gone during my fasting period, and they test me and told me I'm not fit. They will not take from you because they don't have responsibility to kill you. So they had to monitor you. There are something they did first. If you are not fit, they ask you to go home. Then when you are fit, that's when they go screen the blood before they take from you.
Wow. Okay, that's good.
So you can't have HIV and come to give blood, So so they will not take it, So all of those things, they will know. So by the time they test your blood, so it helps you knowing in a constant, or you can't have hepatitis B or something, and they give you number. So by the time they are testing the blood, so I believe I lived like young men all through because of that blood that I changed. I changed my oil. In fact, I spoke to my staff one time and convinced the people from Root. They came with their blood bank, and they were hesitating. I lie down in their front. They took my blood. Everybody queued up. So about 65 people donated blood for them.
Wow. Okay, guys. So, I mean, please let me celebrate Dr. Cosmas. You see why I call him a sage? Just celebrate him one more time.